നാനാത്വത്തിൽ ഏകത്വം എന്ന ഇന്ത്യയുടെ സത്ത നഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടതായി മല്ലിക സാരാഭായ്. അത് പുനഃസ്ഥാപിക്കാനുള്ള ശ്രമമാണ് എന്റേത്. കേരള കലാമണ്ഡലം കൽപ്പിത സർവകലാശാലയുടെ ചാൻസലറായതിൽ വലിയ അഭിമാനമുണ്ട്. സർവകലാശാലകളുടെ ചാൻസലറായി വിദഗ്ധർ വരുന്നത് സർവകലാശാലകളുടെ പ്രവർത്തനം മികവുറ്റതാക്കുമെന്നും മല്ലിക സാരാഭായ് കൈരളി ന്യൂസിനോട് പറഞ്ഞു.
നർത്തകി എന്നതിനൊപ്പം ശക്തമായ തൻ്റെ രാഷ്ട്രീയ നിലപാടുകൾ കൊണ്ടും എന്നും ശ്രദ്ധ നേടിയിട്ടുള്ള വ്യക്തിയാണ് മല്ലിക സാരാഭായ്. അതെ, ഇന്ന് മല്ലിക സാരാഭായാണ് നമുക്കൊപ്പം ചേരുന്നത്. ഹലോ മാം.
Hello.
First of all, you were first in AIDWA's conference. How do you feel that?
It was amazing to see so many women with spirit in one place. It was a very special moment. It was very empowering. You know, you normally see women in religious gatherings, and that's not my cup of tea. But to see women fighting for rights, fighting for humanity, fighting for better justice was incredibly empowering.
Okay, coming to your life, you have been set as a model for others also because through your art, it was art which you represent firstly, but using that art you are acting on every issues. What about that?
You know, when I started my career, I was a Bharatanatyam dancer and I was a Kuchipudi dancer. And I always thought that I was very good material for other creators. So Amma creating on me, I could interpret it the best. Then in 1984, I went off to do the Mahabharata in France, in Peter Brook's version. And I spent the next 5 years performing it for audiences in many, many different countries. And different kinds of women would come to me and say, we understand you're Draupadi, that's the kind of woman we want to be. And I came out of it thinking that, you know, I'm an activist and an artist, but I have to be an activist who uses this very powerful language. So since 1990, that has really been, in some senses, the engine of my work. However, it's very important that from the artistic point of view, it's of first-rate quality. Because you do have to keep people there. They may agree with you, they may disagree with you, but the work of art needs to be so brilliant or so good that people, even if they disagree, will watch it. The thing is that you have put a little hook into their head. And that's really how change happens.
Still you are facing so many threats and all. You are going through many issues recently also.
I believe in an India where we can have different views, where we can have different ideologies, where we can eat different things, where we can wear different colors, where my spirituality or religion doesn't have to be the same as yours, where what I think doesn't have to be the same as yours. And I think that is the India that has shrunk tremendously. There is a single ideology that is being shoved down our throats as the right way. The joy of Hinduism was that there was no right way. The joy of Hinduism was that the real Guru Shishya Parampara was one of debate, one of argument, not of blind following. And so I will work towards that India, and I continue working towards that India.
In northern parts of India, there are so many issues coming daily as women atrocities against women. At that time, it was 13th national conference also. What do you want to say to that huge gathering?
One of the things that I wanted to say to them, and I did, was that you can't have a political ideology that is different from what you do in your home. So if we are saying we want justice and we don't want communalism, do I practice it in my home? If my son gets married to somebody from a different religion, will I take objection? Because if I do, I'm a liar. And the most important thing is to be able to look inside us, and when we are able to have the outward life and the inner life in coherence, then change will come.
Mostly the BJP ruling states, when we look to that, the state, the government, the central government, the power, they're using all that against these issues.
When darkness descends, You have to be the light.
Now officially you are our chancellor also, our Kalamandalam's chancellor. How do you feel?
I feel very excited. I feel very honored. I feel very supported because 99.9% of the responses from different segments of society have been one of great excitement and hope. And the Vice Chancellor was telling me that the artists in Kalamandalam are saying finally one of ours is the Chancellor. I hope that I can take all stakeholders and without making them feel insecure, bring them into the world as it is today and be able to create a young new audience for our arts and forge collaborations with other art forms, with other countries, and truly make it the great institution that it can be.
What's your personal opinion on the experts coming to the university's chancellors?
I think it would greatly improve the working of the universities.
So finally, what do you want to say to the women of Kerala?
I have seen Kerala change over the last 35 years. I was brought up in a family of extremely strong women who stood up not only for their own rights but for the rights and justice in society. Don't get so cowed down. Don't become silent. Don't suffer. Come out onto the streets. Open your mouth. Shout from the rooftops. Don't accept it. We are strong and together we can brighten the world and show people that there is another way. There is a way that is not subjugation. There is a way that is not terror. There is a way that is not violence. And that is really the only way forward for this planet. So fulfill your destinies.
അതെ, ഓരോ വ്യക്തിയും അവരുടെ സ്വപ്നം പൂർത്തിയാക്കുക, അതും കൃത്യമായിട്ടുള്ള നിലപാടുകളുമായി മുന്നോട്ട് പോകുക എന്നുള്ളത് തന്നെയാണ് മല്ലിക സാരാഭായ് നമ്മളെ ഓരോരുത്തരെയും ഈ ഒരു ഘട്ടത്തിലും ഓർമ്മിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്. ക്യാമറമാൻ അജിത്തിനൊപ്പം എസ് ഷീജ, കൈരളി ന്യൂസ്, തിരുവനന്തപുരം.